The advent of blockchain has substantially leveled the playing field for retail traders, retail investors, and institutional traders and investors. A good example of this can be found when you're interested in buying or sniping a new token at launch. This opportunity can be life changing. In the peak of bull run, you can make 5, 10x, even 50x in one day. Opportunities like these, you can only dream of it in TradFi environments. So today, we want to explore if this opportunity exists today and what are the pitfalls you need to watch out for. Hi, my name is Abolaji and I welcome you to SyncEdge Solutions. I made a commitment that every time you see my video, you're going to learn something new. Today, we'll be learning sniping bots. So let's jump into it. So what are sniping bots? They are bots that basically watches DEXs like Uniswap for a new token launch. And once that new token has sufficient liquidity, they snipe it up. That means they buy it immediately. More sophisticated snipping bots actually run some scans to determine the safety of the token they want to buy, whether it's a scam token or not. Now, what you're seeing on the screen is the chart of AERO token. AERO token is the native token of Aerodrome DEX. Aerodrome DEX is one of the biggest DEXs on Base blockchain, Base layer 2. So AERO token, let's look at when it was launched. It was launched sometime September 2023. So let's say you have a snipping bot and it buys it at launch for you and is able to enter around 5.8 cents. On that same day, it got as high as about 70 cents. That's more than 10x in one day. That's how profitable this can be. Another one I want to show you is the Trump token. This is the chart for Trump token. I'm sure you've heard of it. It's a meme coin. So let's look at it. When it was launched sometime January 2025. And the price was around $12. And within 2 days, because each of these candlestick is one day, so within 2 days, by the second day, it got as high as $74. That's about 5x too within 48 hours. So if you have a good snipping bot, well designed, it would have taken profit maybe at 1.5x, 2x, 3x, because you can see everything retrace down. But generally, every new token, once at launch, they trade up like this, then they come back down to the earth. Now, how often do we have new tokens get launched on the blockchain? I can tell you in the last 2 minutes, one token must have been launched. That's how frequent we get new tokens on the blockchain. In fact, on base layer 2 blockchain, in the last, I'm sure of every single day, at least 50 new tokens are launched. On Solana, I'm sure it's more than 100 new tokens per day. Not to not talk of other blockchains. But the problem is most of these tokens, and for me to be conservative, I would say at least 60% of these new tokens are scam tokens. And that's why platforms like CoinMarketCap have basic checks, basic scan to determine whether they are scam tokens or not. So you can see honeypots. Most of the time we call these new tokens scam tokens, we call them honeypots. So you can see they can rug pull you, they can be fake token. Now they are called honeypots because when you buy them, you won't be able to sell. Or the token can be designed in such a way that immediately after you buy them, your token is taken away, withdrawn from you again, or bonds. So they are called honeypots, and there are different types of honeypot attacks. So there are a couple of 2 tokens I want to show you guys, and they, in fact, they launched a couple of days ago. One of them is this. It's on base layer 2. It's launched on Uniswap v3, and this is the second one. And you can see basic scan made by CoinMarketCap says it looks safe, and you can even look at the price action. So it was launched on what date? 3rd of January. So on that same day, I think it launched at around 3.2 times 10 raised to power minus 5. And by the second day, it got to 3.6, that 3.7 times 10 raised to power minus 4. So that's about 10x within 2 days. So price wise, it looks good. The same thing for this too. So it launched around 3.4x, 3.4 times 10 raised to power minus 5. And on the same day, it made 10x. So it got to 3 times 10 raised to power minus 4. And it even retested it the second day. There's no transaction that has taken place on it in the last 7 days. And again, if you look at the basic scan, according to CoinMarketCap, it looks safe. Interestingly, at SyncEdge Solutions, we are currently building an AI enhanced DEX sniping bot. So what it does is that once it detects a new token launched on Uniswap V3 and Aerodrome V2, it currently works with base layer 2 at the moment. So once it detects new token, it conducts a detailed 10-point safety check, scanning for all the known honeypot exploits. So it does major analysis of the smart contract of the token, and it does it real time. So after completing that, then it goes on Twitter to fetch posts regarding the new token. So it's going to use that to conduct sentiment analysis, give it a score. So it works with Grok AI and gives the sentiment analysis a score. Then based on that and the liquidity, then it now makes its mind up on when to buy the token. Then once it snipes the token like this, your take profit level, it continues to monitor your take profit level, and you can you can set as many take profit level as you want, 10, 20, but it's optimal that you have like 5 or 6. But it also monitors, you can set your stop loss level on it too. So it's going to be an interesting exercise for us to pass this token, and also Aerodrome. All these 3 tokens are on base layer 2. So it's going to be an interesting exercise to see what the bot says about the 3 tokens. Here is our bot. And if you see, this is the watch list. Normally, the way the bot works is that it listens for new tokens to be launched on Uniswap V3 and Aerodrome V2. And once they are launched, it adds them automatically to the watch list. Now, if there are tokens where you are interested in, you can also add them to the watch list yourself. So in this case, we are interested in these 3 tokens. That's why I've added them. So we need the DEX name, the pair address, the wet address, the token address, and the pool fee, which is not so important. So token address, let's look at this one. Aerodrome, we are interested in this Aerodrome. You can see the token address starts with OX L4 94 and 8631. You can see OX 94 and 8631. So the other one we are interested in is this one. It ends with F14E. Let's look here, F14E, and this is the pair address too. So you can see the pair address 270, 270. Then the other one, the last one we are interested in, is this 6CBO, 6CBO, and the pair address is here. Yeah, 440, 440. All right. So that's how we got all this. So I'm going to start up the bot now. I'm going to run npm start. Now it's asking for the password I used to encrypt my private key. So I'm entering that in. That's how to secure your private key. So it's running now. You can see the analysis of each token. It's working on the first one. Okay, it said it's safe. The first one is safe. It's looking at the second one, but okay, let it just finish. The second one, it's unsafe. Okay, and it has deleted it, but we can get it. So that's how it works. It's still working on the third one. Okay, it has finished. So let me stop the bot and let's see our report. Okay, let me go up, and it should show the name of each token. Okay, all right. Yes, now for AERO token, it does the analysis here. Everything is okay The problem is there's low sentiments because it's passed. You can see the score passed after I did the analysis here, everything. So, but there is low sentiment on Twitter. That's why it give it a sentiment of 0, and the threshold for the sentiment to be good and for you to make a purchase, it's 0.4. That's why it's not buying Aerodrome. So the second one, layering, that's the second token. That's this token, yes. And let's see. Well, then it noticed something's wrong with it, and this is the error: allowance bypass exploit detected. This is an unsafe token, and so you can see permit account mechanism. That's a very, very bad. Yeah, it's a scam token, and we are going to see what is wrong with that token together. Then the third one also did not pass. So let me see the analysis. It's O1. Yes, O1. That's this one. Okay, O1. And again, allowance bypass contracts as permits. All right, so we are going to look at what is wrong with the two of them together. So quickly, in summary, our bot says AERO is safe for us to buy, but in the last 1 week, nobody has been talking about AERO. So there's no hype about AERO, the new token. It should be a new token in this case. So because the low sentiment on it is low, that's why our bot is not buying it. And that's what you want for a new token. If there's so much sentiment hype about it, there's possibility of you having this big candle when it just launched, and that's what you want because you want to get in within 1 or 2 days and make your money because everything will still come down like this. All right, so AERO was passed, but O1 failed because of permit account allowance bypass, and layering 2 failed because of the same reason. So let's look at these two of them together. I'm going to copy the wallet address now, I mean the token address, and we are going to come to base count together, and we are going to check the contract itself. This is it, and we'll scroll down. Let me just move myself out of the way and see. And the contract is a verified contract address. And if you know a bit of Solidity, you can follow along with me. But I promise you, I'll make it simple. Now, this is the contract itself. You can see the name on it. Now, constructor is the function that gets executed at the time you are deploying the contract. And it takes in this permit account address. So this is what is interesting about it, this permit account. It uses this internal function to set the permit account to true. So let's see where the permit account is. So I'm searching for it here now. So this is the internal function. So there's this mapping called permit account, and it's what set it to true. So I'm going to search for permit account now, and here it is. Now it's this spend allowance. A bit of for you to understand the spend allowance. Let's say I want to buy something. I want to buy a token on an exchange, Uniswap. What I am doing on the contract is that I'm giving approval for 10 tokens to be taken from my wallet by Uniswap, and in turn, it gives me another token. So all I'm doing is to give approval, give allowance for Uniswap to spend 10 tokens from my wallet on my behalf and give me another token. That's how swap works. So spend allowance is what does it for you. So this is the tricky thing about it. Now, what it does here is that is ensuring that the owner, I'm also not giving myself power to spend some token on my behalf. And this is the tricky part, is checking to be sure that whoever is spending my money, as the permit account has been set to true. So whoever owns this permit account and it's been set to true is allowed to spend any amount of my token. So that's how this spend allowance work, and this is the part where the exploit takes place. So this ensures that after I've bought this token, whoever owns this permit account can call and take my token without my permission. He will just call the contract because it's been set to true. Then he will take my token without my permission. If you don't believe me, let's look at Aave contract together. Here is the contract, the token, Aave. Aave is a lending and borrowing protocol in the space. It's also on base layer 2, and it's quite famous because it's been operating, I mean, maybe before 2017. So, and it has never been exploited. So let's see how they implement their token. I would have loved to show you AERO, but the challenge with AERO is an upgradable token. So it's a bit more technical for you to understand, but this is not upgradable, so you can follow along. So let's see. You can see they use standard Open Zeppelin library for their token. So that's why it's separated like this. So let's look at the same function, spend allowance here, and you can see their own. You can't see anything like permit account. So you can see all it does is it just check that the exchange or whoever is spending your token on behalf of you, if you have given it if you have given it an allowance, an approval in the past to spend 5 tokens on your behalf, and now you want it to spend 10 tokens on your behalf. So what it will do here is, since it already has 5 tokens approval in the past, it will just give it additional 5 tokens, making 10 tokens for you to spend, so that it doesn't have allowance of 15 tokens. And that's all it does here. So you can see it looks very different from what this token, honeypot token, this layering token does here. That's one, and our bot is able to pick that out. Now you need to check out our latest product, ringingecho.com. It's a digital time capsule app, and it allows you to seal precious moments forever. With one-time payments, you can upload any file, record messages, and seal them. And at the precious, perfect time in future, it unlocks it as a surprise to your partner or to your future self. Now, these memories are sealed forever, and you just need to make a one-time payment. So you can state that when you want this memory to unlock is in 10 years' time, is in 1 week time, however you want. Whenever the perfect moment is, it's unlock it, and your partner does not need wallet to claim the memory. They just need to verify their email. In fact, if it's an unborn child, if the recipient is an unborn child, you would also be able to download documents and instructions that you can pass to the child to unlock it when the time comes. So this is quite good. This will definitely rekindle the fire in your relationship. Check this out. The second one is O1, and let's copy the contract address to the token address. I'm going to come here again, paste it here, and we search for the token, and it's also here too. The contract is verified, and you can see it's just all of this. So we'll scroll down, and it's a bit more subtle than the one we've just looked at. Over here, so let's just scroll down in this as well. Again, this calls, in the previous one, it calls the address passed down to the constructor, DEX. In the previous one, it was permit account. So it has changed the name, and it sets it to true just as before. It uses this internal function. Let's go up here to set this DEX pairs mapping to give these accounts to set it to true. So let's see what this mapping does. Yeah, this is the transfer. All right. So there are a couple of things he has done here. So again, it's checking here that if the sender is not from, you are not trying to transfer the token to yourself, and the DEX pair has been set to true, then it's using this low level code to transfer token. So this contract gives whoever this DEX pair has been set to true to also transfer your token. It also makes it possible by using this approve. This is a quite suspicious approve function. Approved usually have it usually has three parameters: owner, spender, value. Well, this one has four, and it's set to, yeah, so it has four. So if I search for this approve now, you'll see where it's coded to false. All right, so all of this gives this whoever owns this address that is passed in at the deployment of this token power to call, to take tokens from your country, from your wallet at any time. So if you have bought this token or you buy this token, it will get to your wallet, and it's immediately it will be taken out of your wallet by the attacker. Back on the website, you can explore our other services. Besides our ringing echo, the latest products we have, you'll see that we also provide micro audits, solidity micro audits, and we ensure that within 48 to 98 hours, we do a fast, affordable, and targeted solidity audit for your contract. If you have an idea on the blockchain and you want us to help you bring it to life, just interact with us through our full stack Web3 dApp service. When you click here, you'll be able to reach out to us. For a while now, I've been telling you about my blockchain mentoring program that is coming up. I've revised it and I'm going to make it a one-on-one blockchain mentoring program. It's going to be for around 12 weeks, and it's just going to be me and the person. So please, if you're interested, book a call directly with me. We'll have a discussion and we'll see whether we are a fit to work together. Whatever your level is, if you're a beginner or you know other programming languages, but you want to learn Solidity, no problem. Just book a call with me. We'll have a discussion and we'll see whether we are a fit to work together. And back to the video. So these are called honeypot tokens. You buy, but you wouldn't be able to sell. In this case, your token will be taken away from you without your knowledge. All right. So you need to be aware of this. Our latest AI enhanced DEX snipping bots is able to figure this out in seconds, and this is what it does real time. All right. So if you want early access to our bots, please DM me. It's going to be available on Gumroad very soon. And before then, again, you can go to our website, syncedgesolutions.xyz, and you reach out to me. Then, of course, you can have early access to these. My subsequent videos will also be coding snipping bots together. So you would also be able to code your own snipping bot and make it as safe as you want it to be. Our AI enhanced DEX snipping bot is able to discover more than 95% of all these honeypots. And so it's majorly security first. And many traders actually lose more than $500 to $5,000 in a month to exploits like this. And this, our tool, our snipping tool protects you from that. Again, if you want early access, let me know. Reach out to me. So I'm sure I don't do this often, but please don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. This is how we are able to keep the lights on. So please show your support by doing that. And again, whenever you see my video, you're going to learn something new. Thank you, and I'll see you on the next one. So can you make 10x of your investments in one day or a couple of days? Yes, it's possible. It's possible in bull run, and it's possible when a major project is launched. So if you have your snipping bot, you are able to buy as early as possible and ride the first wave. You ride it up, and once you set your tool well, you have a good strategy in place. You can take your profit and pocket it. That's good. But as you can see, there are many scam tokens out there, and you need to be safe. All right. So in my subsequent video, we'll be coding snipping bots together, and you can push yours further, make it as safe as you want it to be. If you want early access to our AI enhanced snipping bots that we are building in-house, just reach out to me, DM me, go to syncedgesolutions.xyz, reach out to me, and of course, we'll take it from there. Very soon, it will be launching on Gumroad. I'm sure you've learned one or two things. Please do not forget to like, do not forget to share, do not forget to subscribe to this channel, because our commitment is that you learn something new every time you see our video. Thank you. Also, check out ringinecho.com. It's quite interesting and you'll like everything you see there. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you and cheers.